Hi everybody, and thank you so much for joining me. Now, do you ever have thoughts and ideas in here that you just can't keep in here? So I'm sorry, but I just need to share. So I'm doing a 6-minute Friday special, or maybe Saturday, depending on when it goes out, because I was reading the other day that the Z9 firmware update version 4 gave us, to quote, restructured camera sound, or in normal language, we've got some new shutter noises to play with. Obviously neither the Z9 or Z8 have mechanical shutters, so the sounds are installed purely to let us know when we're taking the shots. Because I don't know whether any of you have tried to take the camera using the camera silently. It's really tricky and it's really difficult to tell when you start and finish taking the shots. So I can guarantee that if you do try it, you'll take far more photographs than you ever intended or certainly needed. Also, can you imagine how you'd feel if you came to me for a photo shoot and there I am giving out various pose instructions, looking at you through the camera from different angles, but never apparently bothering to take a shot? Creepy or what? Anyway, I think it's time to listen to those new and old sounds. And by the way, if you want to find them, go into the menu, choose Setup menu, and then Camera Sounds, and you're there. Easy, huh? From there, you can choose these sounds. First of all, we have A, which is a digital shutter sound. B, a DSLR sound. Sounds a little bit like my D5. C, a film shutter sound, which sounds wonderful at medium speed. D, not sure what this is, but it sounds a bit wooden. And finally E, which is an annoying beep, which could be good for attracting the attention of dogs, children and other wildlife, I should think. On top of that little selection, there were rumours of Nikon including a cat's meow in its shutter sound range. Can you imagine that? It'd be brilliant. Anyway, it hasn't appeared yet, sadly. But it did get me thinking. So if we could have anything, how about a squeaky toy for dog portraits? Can you imagine it? Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that get its attention? Or what about if you had a fidgety mother getting snappy at a shy and sulky child? Would a cartoon sound help? Even if you're feeling a little bit more... How about the sound of your favourite iconic Nikon camera? I choose an F4, of course, because it's my favourite. Just some ideas. What would you have? Let me know in the comments below. Another thought I had was about the lifespan of a shutterless camera. It actually came to me while I was trading in a couple of my DSLRs for the Z8. I needed to quote the shutter actuations, which is the amount of times the shutter has shutted? Cycled might be a better word. We'll stick to cycled, because we normally use the mechanical shutter count as an indicator of how much the cameras have worked, and therefore its worth. And it got me thinking once again about the life expectancy of a shutterless camera, or to be precise, an electronic one. Can we now use it as a reasonable scale? Because previously we knew that the shutter life expectancy of consumer cameras like the D5600, the D3500 would be good for at least 100,000 cycles, the D850 and the D500 at least 200,000 cycles, and the D4 and the D5 cameras are rated at least 400,000 cycles before they need replacing. It was always a bit of a pessimistic prediction, to be honest, but if you're selling, it does matter. So if you've got a camera and your style of photography tends to favour the electronic shutter, is the camera still counting that as an actuation cycle? The Z6 II, for instance, will mechanically open the shutter to allow the sensor to see the subject, and will only close again after the electronic session, e.g. video or electronic stills, has finished. So if you've taken, say, 2,000 shots, but the shutter's only mechanically opened once and closed once, do the 2,000 count towards the shutter life? I honestly don't know the answer to that because I don't have one to hand. So if you do me a favour, check. Can you check? Check your shutter count first of all by uploading your image to a reputable website, and then take a number of shots with the electronic shutter only, and then check your shutter count again. Tell me your findings in the comments below, and I will mention it in the next video, and I thank you because you're helping us all here. Anyway, there we were thinking that we knew the shutter actuation rules, and along come the Z9 and the Z8 with no mechanical shutter at all. The rulebook's just been consigned to the irrelevant basket. Or has it ever been that relevant in reality? If you look to buy a car and it's got a high mileage but it's been immaculately looked after, regularly serviced and such, would you go for that or the battered looking thing in the corner with next to no mileage because the teenager that owns it only thrashed it to the pub and back before inevitably losing his licence? I guess you'd go for the one with the longer mileage, the more mileage. Maybe shutter cycles aren't as important as condition. Maybe it's a combination. Anyway, the exclusively electronically shuttered Z8 and Z9 have definitely caused the question to be asked. Maybe there's a component in their complicated little circuitry that will fail in time. I guess we don't know yet. But it's going to be really interesting when I come to trade them both in at some point. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this section and this very quick video. And if you liked it, do the usual, like it. And if you really liked it and you want to see me wondering more or find out what else I'm going to do, please subscribe. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this very short one. Take care. Bye.